Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is day 6 of 30 days of React, and let's go into the 6th challenge and let's focus on this. At the same time, I have a couple of announcements. One is I'll be starting a React tutorial series, and right now obviously I haven't started creating the videos, but whatever I have in my mind, I think it would be going to be really good and in-depth series. So do wait and check out for that, and I'll try to create it in such a way that it works in parallel with this challenge series also. So yeah, and also I'm planning to create another 3 to 4 hours of short video for this Ruby on Rails also. So yeah, let's see. Okay, it started with error directly. Great. Let's get rid of this error and see. Okay, checkbox, select all checkboxes. Okay, 71.6% acceptance is that this checkbox list component. We have already styled it for you, and your task is to implement the functionality. Okay, select the individual checkboxes and select all. I think it's straightforward in terms of explanation, that we just have to click on this and it should get selected, and similarly for select all. Instructions, do not edit. Okay, fine. You should write 2 handler functions, one of them to select individual. Yeah, either way we would have done that, but nice that they are mentioning the hints. So let's try to do this. I think I can get rid of this, and we can do it like this. Okay, browser. Yeah, and for this yeah, okay, so I hope this is clearly visible. So we have they have already used use state, and we have a container and all. Okay, so in this we already know, because we will be interacting with user with the UX UI. That means that use state is the most normal way, so as to mark whether it has been checked or not, and those kind of things. What we'll do is we'll start with select all, because it seems easier than this. So let's start with that. Function handle select all. By the way, it's a normal convention that you create event handlers with handle something naming in React. Let's use this here. Where should it get used? Select all button. Yes, select all button. On click, handle select all. Great. Let's write a console.log handle select all. Okay, now because this is an array and it has like objects in it, I have to update only one of these values at a time. If we are talking about select all, out of these I don't have to update IDs, labels. I just have to update all the checked values, right? So I'll write one way of doing that, and then we'll write a better way of doing that. Okay, one way of doing that can be something like this. For select all only, okay, it will work for select all only. Const, no, not const. Yeah, const updated check boxes is equals to this, and let's write true, 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 and finally. But I'm already warning you, this is a really bad way, but I just want to explain something in depth, which I think will require. It's better if you understand the bad solution first, and we can use this. Let's try, and it is working. Select all is selecting all of these. Now what are the problems with this? The first problem is, what if we add another attribute in here? For example, we write breed. Okay, in that case we will have to make changes here also. What if there were thousands of elements? In that case we will have to do that also, and basically we are replicating the same thing, right? We are not editing this, we are not traversing through this to make a new list. So in all those cases it is bad, right? So what we will have to do is we will have to traverse these checkboxes, and from that we will have to update it. So let's start with that. Checkboxes dot map checkbox, and okay, so this is how it will work. I'm writing a single line code here because in that we have an object. Why an object? Because we want to create this object. Now in this, right now we have only two values, but we don't know how many values will be there, right? Or let me show it to you in this way. Console.log, and let's log this checkbox here, and toggle checked. Where is checked? Where are we getting this error? I just want to show you some details, and then based on that we can easily understand this. If we were not supposed to understand, if I was not explaining you this, it would have been much more fast, but I think it's better. Read properties of undefined checked. Okay, we got this. Actually, it's really bad. Maybe at some point, if these questions become really big, I might copy them in my VS Code and then use it. So we have these objects, right? 1 2 3 4. Now what I want is, out of these, all these, I just have to update checked, right? All of these will, other ID, label, and all those things will remain same. And what if in this object, instead of these three attributes, three key value pairs, there were hundreds of them? So to fix or to manage these kind of things, what we have is, I'm creating this object. In that, I'm using a spread operator. I think it is called a spread operator. Yes, spread operator. So in that, I'm spreading what? This object. Okay. And along with that, I just have to update one thing, which is checked value to true. So how this will work? This will spread all the values of this checkboxes, means ID, label, as well as checked. But now we are doing checked equals to true, so keys can be unique only. So that's why each and every one of these checked state that was earlier present, the keys that were earlier present, will get updated to true instead of false. So let's try this now. And it is working. Great. So this is a better way. If you see this code, you will understand easily why it's a better way. Let me fix all of these, because now we just have, we were just focused on updating the checked value, and we did it easily. So now let's do the other one, which is function handle option select. In this, I will need an ID. I already know that because we will have to identify them, right? On change, what was it? Handle option select, right? So handle option select, and in that I'll have to pass this ID, checkbox.id. Let's remove this and refresh this, and I have one problem with this. You provided this from this will render a read-only field. Okay. Let's see this first. Console.log id. Okay, we can see that these IDs are printing directly because I already knew that actually. I was just cross checking because we are calling this function directly. Okay, this is how you normally call a function, so we will have to change it, and this way we won't see this error. Okay, if we refresh, we won't see those logs directly because it is not getting called. It will get called only when we click on it. Right now it is just getting referenced and it is working. So now we have to update this. So again we will have to do something like this only. The sort of, we can say, a disadvantage of using this kind of structure in this is that we will, in any case, we will have to set this entire array again on this set checkbox. So again we will have to traverse it fully. Checkboxes dot map. This checkboxes is coming from this. Okay, sorry, from this dot map checkbox and I'll also write this update in advance. Okay, in this case, if this ID matches with the checkbox, this item which is a checkbox, if this ID matches with this checkbox ID, then we have to update this checked value, otherwise we don't have to update it. So we can use a ternary operator here. Checkbox.id, basically ID of this item is equals to ID that on which the item we clicked. Then in that case we will return an object, otherwise we will directly return a checkbox, which is again an object only. The value of this checkbox is equivalent to this. Now in this we will spread this checkbox and update this checked value, similar to what we did earlier. But in this case, although it is false, we cannot write true directly. We'll have to write negation of checkbox.checked. Just think why I've done this. It should be easy. Why is it not? Okay, let's try this. Okay, it is not working because of this. We could have written this. Let's try this. Updated checkboxes is not defined. Maybe some typo. Update checkbox. Now it is working. Okay. So yeah, it works like this. It goes through the checkbox, which is this. It checks if the current option that we have clicked is this checkbox. If it is, it will update the status, otherwise it will return that same checkbox. So I think that's it for this video. I'm not sure if it can optimize this further. I think this is pretty good and solid code. We haven't repeated anything, or it's quite straightforward. So yeah, do share it with your friends, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Rails as well as React content. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye.